Since losing their first game of the season, Binghamton has been rolling right past the competition.
Tonight, the Pats have another opponent they've steamrolled a few times in Ithaca.
BHS even took down the Little Red in back-to-back games last season, scoring 63 points combined. How much would they score tonight? First drive of the game. Andre Yadchevitz flushed out of the pocket. He scampers 75 yards to the house. It's 7-0 Pats. After 3 and out from the Little Red, BHS has some problems of their own, this time in the turnover department. Yadchevitz pass is tipped. Grant Osadchi, he gets the INT, takes the rock into Patriot territory. It took 14 plays, but Ithaca finds the end zone, not the two-point conversion. That brings the game to a 7-6 Binghamton lead. After another Pats turnover, the offense would settle down. Brian Alexander on 4th and 3 from 19 yards out gets to the end zone. BHS rolls from there, 34-6.
We just started to get physical, run our plays correctly, and play strong defense.
You know, they played a very good game, so, I mean, you got to take your hats off to them. And, again, our kids, you know, mentally, I need to do a better job preparing for you know, playing games like this. And, again, I just need to do a good job of it.
Pats can't have the slow start next week, as they're going to need to tighten the ship in practice because they have UE, perhaps their toughest game on the schedule next week.
Eric, let's go out west with a visit to Candor and Tioga. Homecoming for the Tigers and the football team doing their part. After recovering an Indians fumble, Tyler Spires powers it in for the score. 4 plays in less than 2 minutes in. Tioga up 7-0. After another Candor 3 and out, it's a different back, but it's the same result. Jesse Manuel finds the end zone, make it 14-0 Tigers. And you can't forget about the defense. Indian quarterback Josh Wilcox back to throw. He finds the wrong color uniform. Cleveland Staples IV. That's a good name. He's going the other way in the hurry.
It was 3 others.
He takes it all the way to the house. 54-6. Indians lose to the Tigers.
In Class C, last week, Green lost their first game of the season to a tough Shenango Fork squad at home.
And Eric, that loss hurt a little bit more since it was also the Trojans' first division game, meaning tonight's game versus Sidney, also a division opponent, even more important.
Can't lose this one.
A wet one in Sidney where they like to play in the mud. They love to play in the mud in Sidney. Last seconds of the first half, no score, but Patrick Vibbard wants the lead at the half. He gets it in for the touchdown pass to Mike Cruz. 8-0 Sidney. In the third quarter, Trojans go for it in 4th and 1, but Sidney,
in brown uniforms, green.
Not enough. Sidney stops them there, and which sets up Sidney for great field position, and it's Billy Kozak taking advantage. 12-yard run before sliding down. Same quarter, Vibbard going to the air again. How do they go to the air in all this mud? Mike Ward with the touchdown. Green fights back, but not enough. 21-8, the Warriors take down Green.
It was Wego's homecoming tonight as well. A few of those out tonight, and just like Tioga football team pulling its weight.
It's always good on homecoming.
The Indians already have 21-0, tacking on Dylan Angeles around the end, and scoots in for the score. Make it 28-0. 28 push-ups for the cheerleaders as well. They would not be done. Second half, 31-zip. Tyrese Brown carrying the rock for the Sabres. He's stripped, loses the ball, recovered by the Indians. They've had a tough go of it, so it's nice to see them starting to put some things together. Later in that drive, after converting a 4th down play, Angeles tacks on another touch. That's a common theme in this one. Owego blanks Sus Valley 47-0 for win number 1 on the year.
Good for them. Spartans showing off some old football equipment as they host the Blackhawks. Maybe a little too old. First quarter, David Van Alstyne showing off the moves, the zig and the zag, and he's got a first down. And a few plays later, Tyler Butler to Tanner Winchester from 31 yards out. It's 7-zip Spartans. This is a common theme for them so far this season. Next drive, Van Alstyne again. He's pretty quick. 72 yards and no one's catching him. He's going all the way to the house. 14-0 at that point. 53-0. They top Oxford.
Well, the Forks and Valley rivalry has been so skewed towards the Blue Devils that almost all the current members from both squads weren't even alive the last time CD beat Forks. That year was 1994, so if you do the math, and Travis, I did, then if the streak were a person, it would be a senior in high schoolers, just like these guys playing tomorrow. That's a long time to go without a win over your top rival. This Saturday, Shenango Valley going to need a strong effort inside the trenches they hope to end the streak.
Every team, whoever gets off the ball the best and really just gets the movement on the line, that team usually wins. You know, they're a very good team. They get off on the ball. They obviously it shows because they are 4-0. But that said, you know, we're going to come out and we're going to get off the ball as well.
Shenango Valley is riding a 2-game win streak, while Forks has started out the year with 4 straight W's. One of those 2 streaks going to come to an end in our 4th and goal game of the week. Tomorrow, it is going to be a good.
Now, taking a look around some other scores from tonight's games in Section 4. Norwich, 48-22 winners over Oneonta. Oneonta still winless, a tough season for them. Notre Dame blanks Odessa Montour 30-0. And Waverly taking care of Lansing 31-0. The Wolverines still undefeated.
Lansing won the battle of the uniforms. I love those.
Friday Night Lights.
The Bobcats like them. Full eyes, full hearts, can't lose what they did tonight. SVE, they dropped Moravia 43-20, and Watkins Glen just edges out the Lions 18-16. And Travis, it was a great week 5 for Section 4 football, but we are not done yet. We have a full slate tomorrow.
Oh, so many good games tomorrow. I'm excited. UE and Vestal, possibly the biggest game of the regular season. Is that one? The winner is a game away from a Section 4 championship, and of course, Forks and Valley, one of the best games in Section 4 every year.
I talked to the Warriors last week, and they desperately want this game. They don't want to lose to Forks anymore. You can hear the fans chanting for Forks at the end of the game last week against Owego. They're going to get them, but I don't know if they're going to like that result tomorrow. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage of that game, plus many more. But we're ending things tonight. For Travis Eldridge, I'm Eric Columbia. Friday Night Frenzy. We'll see you.